In today's recap, getting started over on the S&P, big macro view, 455, staying below there, looking for movements, 216.75 with strength all the way to 377. Started out in that macro 10 this morning off the key price level. Early morning spike up after breaking the 8-hour look. Set up a good breakout opportunity all the way to the bottom of the channel. Came back, retested the low of the day, the 8-hour look, with some lower highs, rejecting, setting up other short opportunities. This time had the strength to break through, setting up that lower high all the way to the bottom of the next channel before turning around and setting up long opportunities. Just stayed in that macro 10, stalled out again after straddling through, setting up another short opportunity all the way back down. This time I had quite a bit of strength, moving us all the way into other macro views, the bigger picture, moving all the way to 377, hitting that SR1 before having an opportunity to reject and turn around for a little bit. Over on the NQ, big macro view, 782, staying below there, looking for movements back to 600. If we could break that 600, back down to 429. Corrected that big news announcement and set off for some other lower lows. Started out in that macro 10 this morning off the key price level. Right at opening, little head fake, couldn't even come to the low of the day, held at the bottom of the channel, 478, setting up short opportunities all the way down. Ended up bouncing off that 616 area before making a pullback, but couldn't break back above the 705, midpoint of that next macro 10, and that set up the downside strength, breaking below that big macro key, setting up other short opportunities pretty much throughout the rest of the day, before stalling out down at the bottom of the next macro view, coming all the way down, but did pull back, setting up other long opportunities, holding at 618 again before breaking out short, staying below that key 600 area. $110 points, 110.5 points on my results today. Over on crude oil this morning, big macro view, 69.67, staying below there, looking for movements to 78. Finally broke out of that range and hit that big downside target before turning back around. Started out in that macro 10 this morning, off key price level, right at opening, broke down through, retested. Couldn't break the low of the day, held at the SR4 and the 8-hour look, moved back into the original range, but never could get above the SR4 nor the daily midpoint of the 8-hour look. Stalled out, straddling through the SR4, holding, setting up short opportunities with enough strength then to break out of that macro 20 and move us all the way into the next macro 20, setting up short opportunities all the way to the bottom of the channel. Did start losing some of that momentum, setting up for long opportunities all the way back to the top, and then stayed in that range between the midpoint and the rooftop of that next macro 20.